My name's Phil, and I just turned 16 years old. And today is the day, well, it's the day I've been waiting for my whole life. The day of my big driving exam for my license. I'd been practicing for months, and if I didn't get it, I'd be even more out in the cold. So far, so good. Oh no, it's my neighbor Jack. He doesn't even see me. Look out, Jack! Look out! I guess this meant I failed. The instructor sure seemed wicked mad. I tried to tell him I was sorry, but I don't think he really heard me. I love board games. I just wish I had someone to play them with. Sometimes my parents will play them with me, but they're out of town. And 'cause they're out of town, my older brother Mick is supervising me. Mick and I don't really get along too well, especially since his unemployment ran out. He tells me that role-playing games are for sissies and geeks, and I tell him that these games take brains, but he never listens. He just comes along after I set up these boards for hours and hours, and he destroys them. Oh, man. Why doesn't he like me? What's wrong with me? At school, I'm not too popular, but I try to fit in. Oh, man, it's lunchtime. My guidance counselor says I don't have any self-esteem, but in my case, it's probably for the best. Anyway, the big teen contraception dance is this Friday, and I've been working up my nerve to ask Holly, the girl I really like. She said she'd rather not. Man. And in front of her best friend, in front of everybody. I feel 2 feet tall. This was the worst day ever. And then I come home to find my neighbor Jack passed out on the steps. Actually, Jack was super nice to me and asked me to sit down. He apologized for messing up my driving exam, and I told him what was wrong. And he said that everybody goes through troubled times and that adults have special ways of dealing with their problems. He said he had a very special place that he visited whenever he needed a lift, and asked me if I'd like to come with him to see this place. I had never been to a liquor store before. It was really exciting to see all the different names and brands from all over the world. I spent all of my allowance and more. I was a little overwhelmed by the whole thing, but Jack was like an expert. He just knew everything about every bottle in the entire store. Finally, time for the big moment. Jack demonstrated, and then he passed the bottle to me. It smelled kind of funny, but I wasn't chicken. And you know what? I liked it. I really, really liked it. It's like I felt a warmth I'd never felt before. Jack showed me how to make my own ID so I could buy my own booze. I felt so special, like I was part of a bigger world. This time, Jack said I would be doing the buying. We went in, and Jack started clowning around, and I showed the ID to the clerk, and you know what? He didn't even bat an eye. Then we went out on the town. It's just amazing how alcohol gives you the courage and confidence to meet new and interesting people. The next day, I couldn't wait for school to start. Jack had come by to tell me goodbye. He said his family was sending him somewhere near the beach to do something called dry out. I said it was sure funny to do that near the beach. But anyway, on to bigger things. This time, with Holly, success. With her, and frankly, with any girl I wanted. Whew, what a difference a day makes. But I still had a long way to go. I had my big driving re-exam the next morning, and I was feeling wicked nervous. But before he left, Jack gave me an extra special recipe for a drink he called the Alaskan Polar Bear Heater. Gin, triple sec, rum, some soda, a lime, some bitters, and vodka. Well, early the next morning came, and Mick stumbled in to find me passed out on the couch. I thought he'd be awful sore with my drinking and all, but he was actually happy to see me like this. If anything, he was worried about my big driving re-exam and said he had just the eye-opener. He told me that Bloody Marys were a great pick-me-up in the morning and always gave him the lift that he needed to start his day. And all of a sudden, like magic, the brother that I'd always wanted. And later on, when he helped me up Chuck in the bathroom, I felt closer to him than I ever had before. By the time I got to my big driving re-exam, the Bloody Marys were already starting to work their magic. And now, the moment of ultimate truth. This time, success. And you know what? It looks like somebody's gonna be driving Holly to the dance.